you spare me over till another year?
Until Dawn is not a game, but a personal experience. A lot of rumors surrounded the game production, a lot of big names and regular players were eagerly waiting for the game's release in 2015, and there have been many changes throughout the development cycle. But nothing, not even Sony, could stop this winter gem. Get ready for Until Dawn is a horror game that reinvented the genre and gaming itself from the teens of the year 2000. Being a choice-based production, the development of this icy story took years to complete. The change of actors, settings, and the major story cuts played a huge role in what the game came to be. The team behind this gem wanted to make this game a fantastic horror experience with story-driven narrative and complexity. It is stylized after slashers of the bygone era and a lot of classic movie elements. After all, it is a game movie. More of it proves with the director of the game being an actual horror movie director, Larry Fessenden, who happens to be in the game as well. It is a story of 8 friends on a remote mountain trying to survive the night. There's a serial killer on a loose, a monster, and something that only eyes of the soul can see. I must say, there are 3 twists in the game, and it just adds to the epicacy of the story. There are parts that will surprise you, make you upset, and that you will enjoy a lot. This very complex experience is a good fit for anyone who cares about life. Before there was Until Dawn, there were versions, different characters, and a lot of changes. You can find a lot of the game on YouTube through chapters. I will link one longer Until Dawn beta video in the description. Please mind that music in the beta version is somehow even more amazing. They just did not bring it all into the 2015 release. In the PS3 version, a lot of the story was the same with changes that could raise an eyebrow or just make you go, no. Mike was the same person behind the scenes, but characters like Sam or Josh were different people. When you watch Sam play out, you get the idea of Jessica really. Sam was not at all who she is in Until Dawn. She was a lot less intelligent, more superficial, and irreverent. I can share that the bathroom scene was much more explicit in the early build. Sam was naked, shown with her chest. Only after that did she pull up the towel. It just screams classic horror. What is a horror without a lone girl in a bathroom looking for what is that noise? The sequences with Josh are quite altered as well. For once, in the PS3 version, Josh and Ashley are not found in a shed to pick who will get sawed in half by Chris. But Chris and Ashley actually find Josh tied in the air, hanging with 4 chains to his limbs under a saw. They must solve riddles and push buttons, and at the very end they must run a circle through a wire without touching it. Even if they succeed, the psycho kills what is supposed to be Josh. Another big change is that Hannah was supposed to be pregnant. This would add a lot to the crazy story of the game. A girl crushing on a popular guy, ridiculed at her own venue, running out pregnant in Alberta, Canada in February at night without clothes, and falling off a cliff and dying. That would be crazy. The father would probably be Mike. How crazy of a story is that? I personally love watching the beta version. You can even download that game and play it. Some interactions are very clunky and game parts are missing, but you get like at least 2 hours of gameplay. Such a fantastic opportunity. You can really feel the vibe here. You could say that the PS4 version is censored or for family compared to the original game. This version was changed because at the time of late development, the PS4 started to come out and it would have been such a better idea to just redo the game for the next-gen console, being a PlayStation exclusive, trying to maximize what can be achieved.
Tragedy that took place on Mount Washington. Annie Klein is in charge of the investigation.
Thanks for having me, Marty.
Listeners, an update on Hannah and Beth Washington, the twins who are still missing.
1 year ago tonight, the Washington girls left the safety of their parents' lodge and headed out into a snowstorm.
Foul play.
Not officially, no. There is one individual we're considering as a person of interest, but his whereabouts are currently unknown. He has an interesting history with the Washington family. He had warned them against pursuing their construction project and claimed the land was sacred to his forefathers.
You know, there is still the old sanatorium on the mountain. Could he be hiding there?
My officers did search the grounds, but the girls themselves couldn't have made it that far.
Something about that mountain seems to breed tragic events.
More than you know, Marty.
Well, thank you for joining us, Andy. With all the Washingtons tonight, with their son Josh, on this, the anniversary of the mysterious disappearance of Hannah and Beth Washington.
Well, hello, friends and fans. All right, let's do that again. All right. Well, hello, friends and fans. It's beyond awesome to have you guys all back this year. First off, I gotta say, I am super excited to welcome all my pals back to the annual Blackwood Winter Getaway. Ah! So, let me just let you know, let's take a moment to address the elephant in the room for a second. I know you're all probably worried about me, and I know it's gonna be tough on all of us going back after what happened last year, but I just want you all to know, it means so much to me that we're doing this, and that I know it would mean so much to Hannah and Beth that we're all still here together, and I'm thinking of them.
Until Dawn tells a story of 10 friends: Josh, Beth, Hannah, Sam, Mike, Emily, Chris, Ashley, Matt, and Jessica. Each of them have a distinctive personality and character. You can play as all of them except for Hannah. The tragic night happens on a Friday, February the 2nd, 2014, in Blackwood Pines in Alberta, Canada. The place of action is set somewhere in Mount Washington or Mount Medahee, a place inspired by places like Jasper near Calgary. These high school classmates are having a party at the Washington Lodge, a winter property belonging to Bob and Melinda Washington, Josh, Hannah, and Beth's parents. They call it Annual Winter Getaway. Beth mentions at the beginning of the game that their dad said it would just be them this weekend. A lot of people were having a party, but some of them fell asleep. Chris and Josh were drunk and collapsed onto the kitchen counter. The game begins with Beth standing in the kitchen and looking out the window, mesmerized by the snowy wonderland. A creepy figure is seen standing outside of the lodge grounds bearing a machete. Upon moving away from the tree, Beth seems to notice someone move outside of the lodge. Beth asks,
Hey, did you see that?
Nobody answers her. The friends left a note for Hannah to find. You look so damn hot in that shirt, but I bet you're even hotter out of it. Meet me in a guest room at 2 a.m. X Mike. Hannah completely falls for the lover boy prank and makes her way with a candle to the room where Mike was supposed to be. The whole prank is set up by Jessica in defense of her best friend Emily, who is with Mike. The only person that is against the prank is Sam, Hannah's best friend, and you can say the game's main protagonist. The group hides in a guest room and plans on recording the whole thing. Hannah enters the room, Mike sitting on an armchair.
Mike? It's Hannah.
Hey, Hannah.
Emily and Ashley are hiding under the bed, being the creepiest hiding spot for this kind of meeting. Ashley and Matt are in the closet with Matt rolling everything with a selfie stick. You know it's gonna be hot when you see a selfie stick.
I got your note.
Glad you could make it. Maybe we should start with a little, making out and see where it goes from there. Oh, hell yeah.
The prank is going really fast.
Oh my god. She's taking her shirt off. What? Oh my god. Matt, what are you doing here?
Hannah.
I'm sorry, Hannah. This all got
Don't
out of
mind.
hand,
Just
but...
a stupid prank.
Hannah learns that the majority of her friends are in a room trying to record it as she gets private with Mike. This is a very low hit, and especially at someone who is hosting your weekend getaway. As Sam gets to the room to try to warn Hannah, Hannah runs away and everything is really awkward. Sam is the only sane person here.
Hey, you guys are jerks. You know that?
Hannah runs out of the lodge and into a snowstorm. Beth can see someone running outside and tends to the living room to ask what is happening. Little do we know that a teenager magazine Hannah read said that in order to attract the attention of her crush, she should run away or get a tattoo, both of which she did. For the worst, it did not really help her. You could say that these attention-seeking moves were the death of her. Everyone except for Chris and Josh, who are wasted on the counter, go out into the porch at the back. Beth asks, "Where is my sister going?" "It's fine, she just can't take a joke." "We were just messing around, Beth, it wasn't serious," the group says. Beth calls them jerks and runs into the woods in search for Hannah. Upon some parkour, inspecting footprints, noises, finding a death totem, and seeing fire ablaze in the woods, she finally finds Hannah on the ground at a clearing. Once the sisters reunite, they can see something monstrous, terrifying, deadly, and they must run away. Hannah trips down and loses her phone, classically, and the girls are cornered with a cliff protrusion. They have nowhere to go, only backwards, and there is a great big world behind them. In an act of desperation for escaping the threat, they step a little too far back and Hannah falls down the cliff with her sister, but luckily, Beth is able to hold onto a branch at the side of a cliff. The duo can see fire again, and a stranger extends a hand to help them get back up. We're presented with our very first choice here. Let go of Hannah, or let go of the branch. Whatever you do, the fate will haunt you. They both die. This is the prologue to our story. After this incident, we are now at the therapist's. We can see that this is Dr. A.J. Hill, a psychiatrist giving us a therapy session. We are invited to pick up a picture card and tell him how we feel about it.
Could you please pick up a card? And I want you to look at the picture on the other side and tell me what you feel about it.
This section is supposed to give us an idea of what our fear is. It could be isolation, the supernatural, or slashers. This segment invites us to the game intro, a heavenly song called "Oh Death."
Well, what is this that I can't see with ice cold hands taking hold of me? When God is gone and the devil takes hold, who'll have mercy on my soul? Oh death, consider my age. Please don't take me at this stage. Won't you spare me over till another year?
1 year later, 8 friends come back to Blackwood Pines to spend some time together, honor the events of the past, and have quality time over the dreadful events that surrounded them for some time. Sam leaves the bus and heads for the cable car station. She can hear strange noise upon entering the gate. When she reaches the main gate, the note on the gate says "Busted," and Sam must climb over the rocks. After she passes the obvious parkour challenge and reaches the base of the cable car, we can see a very themic panorama of the mountain chain as well as an ominous sign of the area map with a big "The past is beyond our control," red writing in blood. She notices a backpack sitting on a bench next to the cable car entrance. We can pick if we want to snoop or close the bag, and it changes a lot of the relationships in the game. I would naturally see what's happening, since there is a lonely backpack and no one is around. Something might have happened, right? This is where we are introduced to Chris. He is Josh's best friend and has a crush on Ashley and vice versa. He takes Sam to see the shooting range while the cable car is coming. This is a very important moment because what happens here will determine if Sam will be kidnapped. Shooting a squirrel instead of a bottle will result in a crow scratching Sam's forehead, which allows her to leave blood trails later. After this quick shooting tutorial very much needed for later, we enter the cable car station and can see that on the monitor in a control room, a bathroom is shown. There is a poster of the bygone Blackwood Hotel and Sanatorium and a lot of junk. Chris and Sam enter the cable car and hope it doesn't go down midway. Once they get to the mountaintop, we are introduced to the it girl, Jessica. Jessica is the new girlfriend of Mike after he and Emily broke up. Jessica is very pretty, very sassy, and likes to get what she wants. Unfortunately, what awaits her is beyond sorry. She lets in Sam and Chris, and after a short conversation, the duo continues towards the lodge. This is where we meet Emily, an intelligent manipulator, and Matt, a doormat. Emily is a very demanding piece of cake, and she is there just to stir things up. Mike jumps out at them and has a potential to have a mean conversation with Matt after he has something inappropriate to Emily. Emily then lies to Matt that she needs to go back and find Sam to talk to her. She manipulates Matt into taking all the bags to the lodge while she backtracks. After this scene, we're introduced to Ashley, who has a crush on Chris, but not too much to not kill him. She, being a creep that they are portraying her to be, is observing everyone through a telescope and is able to see Mike and Emily argue back in a trail and later hug. She is ambushed by Matt scaring her and asking what she can see. Ashley has the choice to encourage Matt to look at that or discourage him. It adds to the tension between the group members. In a classy fashion of flashy introductions, we meet one more character, Josh. He is introduced as Hannah and Bev's brother, complex, thoughtful, and loving. He is a very complex character. After all of the friends meet in the front of the lodge, they work out a plan on how to get into the building. Chris and Josh go up the side of the structure to get inside through a window. Chris is sent in to find a spray with a lighter to defrost the main door lock. While Chris navigates through the dark and creepy hallways of the mansion, he can find a newspaper piece talking about a maniac and an arson. He goes up to the first floor and gets the spray. When the friends enter the lodge, it's so cold, outside is almost better. There seemingly has been no one around for the whole year. Josh is trying to get the fire going while Mike and Jessica enter the room. Depending on whether Matt saw Mike and Emily make out will determine if he picks up a fight with him. Everything seems in order, I mean apart from the place being locked, cold, dark, and all the furniture is covered in sheets, and there is no service, electricity, not to mention internet. It is until Emily enters the hall.
Oh my god, that is so gross.
The two forces of nature meet each other in this dystopian telenovela. We can watch a big shit go downhill as fast as an avalanche in the Rockies.
Oh my god, that is so gross. Are you trying to swallow his face whole? I mean, seriously, can she be any more obvious? No one wants in on your territory, honey.
Excuse me? Did you say something?
Oh, did you not hear me? Was your sluttiness too loud?
Sounds like someone's bitter she didn't make the cut.
Yeah, it's all a big cattle call with that dreamboat. Congrats, you're top cow.
That's real deep calling Miss Homecoming a cow.
Hey, you're making everyone uncomfortable, Jess.
Jealous much? Emily too frigid for you too.
Hey, that's uncalled. Look,
Whatever. I don't give a crap what you think.
At least I can think. 4.0, bitch. Honor roll. Suck on that when you're trying to sleep your way into a job.
Who needs grades when you've got all the natural advantages you can handle?
Oh, please.
You couldn't buy a moldy loaf of bread with your skanky ass.
Are you serious? Do you think that's insulting?
That bitch is on crack or something.
Jessica, you need to shut your mouth, okay?
No. You're the one who needs to keep your nose out of other people's business.
I'm about to get right up in your business, you bitch.
Are we about to get real? Because I am down to get real.
Stop it!
Our porn stars
Hey, porn stars!
head out and to the guest cabin, the one I told you about. While Mike and Jess go down the trail towards the very far away cabin, they can see police tape and signs of no trespassing and are constantly reminded of the tragedy that took place exactly 1 year prior.
It's all such a blur. I can barely even remember what happened.
Well, what I remember is that we played a stupid, half-baked prank that probably got Hannah and Beth killed.
Hey, I mean, it's not our fault they ran into the woods.
Yeah. How could anyone have expected them to do a dumb thing like that?
Right after this reflection, Mike and Jessica hear a shriek. In a PS3 version, Jessica says it's a squirrel, and the music that plays there is amazing. A little further along the way, the couple encounter an object blocking their path and Jessica falling down into a mine entrance. Mike has the choice to go down and rescue her or try to help her from atop. After they descend into the mine, a creature can be sensed slithering around in the other hall. They see a map of mine danger areas everywhere and decide to leave immediately. Once they leave the mine, Jess discovers a hidden Shakespeare inside her.
Finally, a little ray of hope.
They meet a telescope that overlooks the cabin. Jess tries it but is scared when she sees someone at the cabin. Mike tries the telescope but cannot see anymore. Heading down the path, Jessica pranks Michael into being attacked. After a quick scare, they can see a deer lethally hurt on the ground and something just snatches it away. This is when they have to run. They make it for the cabin eventually and enter the safety of the walls. Meanwhile, in the lodge, Sam tried to take a bath. No one has ever found out why she went out to a weekend getaway, in the winter mind you, and literally 5 minutes after she arrived, she decided to take a bath. And why was she there for 4 hours? I really don't know.
Sammy!
What?
You wanna help me get this fire going?
Well, I was just getting into the bath.
Oh. Oh, do you need any help with that?
Hardy har. Come on. All right, Josh, let's see if you know how to hook up the hot water in your big fancy lodge.
This shot is amazing. This is why I have this game in my heart. Sam comes down to the ground floor and hears Josh talking about using a spirit board with the small group and mixed reviews. Chris and Ashley are sent to find the device and the rest of them is heading down to the basement. This is when we can hear something really weird from Josh.
Hey, you notice how I gave Chris and Ash a mission together? Yeah, I was thinking they could use some alone time.
And I just wish Chris would go for it. He's so paralyzed thinking she's gonna shoot him down.
It's not gonna happen.
Which thing?
Well, neither. If he doesn't go for it, which knowing Chris, he won't unless someone's holding a gun to his head.
Joshanta enters the creepy and definitely not haunted basement, which happens to be the very first area that is part of the old hotel that the lodge was built upon. They need to power up the generator to hook up hot water and some basic electricity. Upon reminiscing of the good past that was, they suddenly hear a weird banging in a long hallway. When they head down, a dark hooded figure is out to get them. They run away towards the lodge but are unable to get through the door. The dark monk turns out to be Chris. After this, Sam goes back up to take a bath. She probably needs it now that she's shitted herself. Matt and Emily head out of the lodge down a trail in order to retrieve Emily's bag. They talk about regular stuff and finally meet a sign with "Welcome back" sign. They leave the place. This cute little transition brings us to another therapy session, and they say that you can afford it. This time, Alan is more dark and has probably hit midlife crisis, but anyway. We're asked about our fear and what we respect in others. He seems to be playing with us. I think this is the first time we can see that this isn't just a session, but something much different. Chapter 3 takes us to the seance of trying to reach what's behind the veil. After some humorous remarks,
to communicate with the spirit world, you must free your mind of all preconceptions, drop all inhibitions, and generally give yourself over entirely to the will of others, sublimating your every desire to the whims of the spirit master, which is me.
It doesn't say that.
And all present will remove their garments at my sole discretion.
the trio tries to use the board to communicate with the beyond. What shocks them is the fact that they seem to be speaking to Hannah or Beth, and they are sharing how they died. The answers seem to imply that they were murdered by a maniac that planned their death 16 years prior. The clue is supposed to be found in a library.
Something in the library here?
P-R-O-O?
Proof. There's proof.
In the library? Oh, no!
Josh has had enough. This isn't helping the situation. This is too much for him. He leaves, and Chris and Ash search for answers. This weekend is turning zombie boy. They navigate to the library when they find a key hidden among the many books. Once they push it, a hidden door opens up and reveals a secret room. A room in which there is a memo on a table with a picture of Hannah and Beth and a note. This note terrifies Ashley, and she just wants to quit. She did not sign up for this. Soon after they find a letter from Melinda about seeing that creepy guy again, they can suddenly hear a banging from the kitchen area and Josh screaming. Ashley tries to enter the kitchen but is pulled into there and the door locks. Chris tries to force the door and he managed to push inside the room and fall down. The psycho, our jewel of this game, meets him with a pro Mortal Kombat 11 punch in the face.
Ash? Ash!
We meet the psycho, the guy that has targeted the Washingtons and tried to haunt them but was put in jail. Now he's out and everything's at risk. We can see Ashley dragged away via floor tiles out of the venue. In the meantime, in our love den, Mike and Jess are trying to get it on. Mike is trying to get Jessica to play with him, and he is as successful as your choices are. Depending on what options were picked before, Jessica may present herself fully dressed, fitting the occasion, a little naked, fitting for a different occasion, or in her sleeper wear, definitely not fitting the occasion that is coming. Mike's mission is to get the fire going and put some lighting on. After we complete the mission as Plus, our Queen of Requests demands one more chore. Shut the shutters, but something breaks the silence. Someone threw Jessica's lost outside phone inside of the bathroom through a window. Jessica thinks it's Emily or others following them there and messing with them. She really is upset. She's about to tell them all what she thinks about them.
It's your phone!
What? How is it my phone?
I don't know, it just came through the window.
Oh, for fuck's sake, god damn it!
What?
Those goddamn assholes probably followed us out here to fuck with us and just when we were getting down to business. Hey! Yeah, pricks! That means you! I know you're out there! What the fuck are you trying to do? You wanna ruin our fun that bad? Well, guess what? You can't! You can't ruin our good time because Michael and I are gonna fuck! That's right, we are going to have sex and it's gonna be hot! So enjoy it because I know we're going to! Give me a break!
Well, what can I say? Whatever that was, it didn't appreciate her trashitude. Mike, being petrified of isolation, jumps out the cabin in a tank top, trying to get her. This is the first time a character can die. Depending on our choices and QuickTime events and our knowledge of the PS controller, Jessica will either die or survive. We must run through a path and down a hill, then through a rocky abyss and into a mine entrance. We can hear Jessica's screams and try to locate her. We go down the stairs and into the hallway. We can find Jessica on the top of the mine elevator. Before we are able to examine or help her, the mine collapses and she falls down to her demise.
Jess, are you okay?
Help!
We can sense something weird here. There is a thing out there and we try to shoot it and make our way up and through a tunnel, finally reaching the end of the mine. We can see a stranger going towards the building in the distance. This is the third time we meet our beloved Dr. Hill. This time we are asked to pick one person that we prefer out of the two. At the end, we pick the character that we most dislike. Each option holds an original line about our choice. Not desiring to break the tension, we go back to the
Big fancy lodge.
Chris wakes up in a kitchen. He was knocked out and tries to make sense out of what's happening. He finds Ashley's sack. He realizes that his friends were taken. He opens a door and sees blood splatter the wall. He knows he must go on. Once he leaves the lodge, he can go left or forward. If he turns left, a jump scare based on your choices will appear, as well as some clues. Once Chris joins that main path, he reaches a shed eventually. Upon entering the ominous structure, Chris can hear Ashley's screams. This is the first slasher scene.
Ash, I'm here. Where are you?
Chris, are you there?
Hello, and thank you all for joining me.
Wake up!
Tonight, we're going to conduct a little experiment, sort of test. Now for this experiment, we'll need the cooperation of our two test subjects, Joshua and Ashley.
What? Oh my God.
But we're going to need one more brave participant to help decide which subject will live and which will die.
No! Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, Chris! Get us out of here!
Please, please, everyone calm down. It's all very simple. Christopher, you will find a lever placed directly in front of you. All you have to do is choose who you will save.
Can't be happening!
Shit, no!
Oh god, this isn't right!
Okay, this is gonna be okay. Oh, dude, buddy, let's just think about this for a
Chris,
minute.
You can't let me die!
Give me a second. I can't think straight. Just.
Huh?
God, Ash. I'm sorry.
Chris, please! Oh, God. This is insane! This is nuts! This isn't happening! Chris, please tell me this isn't happening!
I don't know what to do.
Bro, we've been...
I see. You have chosen to save Ashley.
Oh, no, it's a mistake. That's not what I meant. Josh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean for this to happen.
Don't friends! Why would you do this? Oh, God, what did I do?
Stop it! You can't do this!
Once they leave the shed, they meet Matt and Emily, who were out on a hike, and talk about how Josh is dead and that they must get out of here. Matt is freaking out, however, Emily makes all the right decisions. They classically split. Emily and Matt are going to get help, and Josh and Ashley are trying to find Sam. Mike continues on a path to the sanatorium. He can see the stranger with two wild dogs, a white one and a black one, and tries to follow him. He manages to enter the venue via a metal plate, and after some underground parkour, he re-emerges in the entrance hall of the architecture. He can see that the guy continues on. In order to follow him, for whatever reason, don't ask me, he must find a keycard. He traverses through the old and barren wards to find a machete and a hand mechanism. On the way, he can discover some gruesome instruments of torture and an old scary documentation about what was happening there. This choice here is important because whether you choose to touch the replica or not will determine if Mike will have his fingers on.
Whoa. Is this what he was feeding them?
While inspecting the corpses in a morgue, we may find a keycard that allows access to doors here. We can go back up through a corridor and back to the main hall to enter the latter area. Once we enter the other hall, another important choice is offered. Kick the dog or not. If we don't kick it, he will be our friend.
Easy, boy. Easy.
We can even caress the dog and even give him a bone to kill. We have the chance to inspect the room. There is a character development jacket beside the crate, as well as a gun with ammo for days. On the other side of the hall, we may enter a door that leads to a different part of the sanatorium and a graveyard. Going on forward, we enter a beautiful hallway with big stairs that lead to a couple facilities in the area. And the old hotel, now the lodge. Going back to the mountain, Matt and Emily are trying to reach the cable car, but they meet a dead end. The situation is destroyed and there is no key to work it. Additionally, they can see a graffiti, "Die, die, 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 die," on a wall. For some reason, they choose to go around the station via a collapsible ladder over a cliff on an icy ledge without any support or protection or anything, 360 degrees to the other side of the station stairs. They could have just chosen to go around. I guess the developers are British after all. Emily makes a point to try to reach the radio tower and not go back to the lodge. They enter the top of the radio tower and find a flare gun. This is a very important part of the story, as depending on what relationship Matt and Em have, can save either of them. It is generally advised to give the gun to Matt, but it does not always work like that. The dumbest thing you can do is shoot it there, but hey, at least we're free. Upon turning the power on, Emily can contact the Rangers for help. She does a good job at communicating.
My God, we need help, please!
Hello, is someone trying to contact us? This is the Park Ranger Service for Blackwood County. I'm not getting a signal very well. Please speak slowly and clearly. Over.
Please, please help! Oh my God, we're stuck on Blackwood Mountain by the ski lodge, and there's a gun. Please, come get us, please.
They get the info that the rescue will come as soon as the storm subsides, dawn at the earliest. Then this happens.
Shit!
Goodbye. Sam is invited to inspect the weird things happening around. Her clothes are gone, and in contrast to the beta, she exits the bathtub in a towel. After 4 hours of bathing and not hearing anything due to being a Beethoven fan, she exits the bath and tries to walk down a hall called Lodge at 1 a.m. Why would she walk around in a towel? Why did she even exit like that? I don't know. She is calling for the others to give her clothes back, but to no avail. She heads to the ground floor to see if anyone's around, but it seems like there is nobody there. She finally makes her way to the basement floor and enters the cinema room. We can see someone lurking in the shadows. Sam is forced to watch a video of Josh being killed and herself taking a bath. That right there is true horror. She probably gets the idea of everyone being killed. The psycho gives her a moment to run, but enters before the countdown, and we may throw a vase at him or just run. This is a quick choice heavy part of the game, as we must make very many choices in a short amount of time. Sam may be captured here multiple times. The best way to let Sam run away is to run, don't hide, push down the crate, continue the room, and choose the door in front of you, and hide under the elevator. Other choices will get her caught. If she gets caught, she will be taken downstairs into the Psycho's hideout. If she's not caught, the Psycho will dress up a dummy in her clothes, which is truly much creepier. The next part takes us back to Chris and Ash, our knightly Lara Croft and Jack Sparrow. They're inspecting the lodge in order to find Sam. They go down the basement trails and encounter filming tools, dead pigs, and mechanisms. Ashley is freaking out because she's terrified of making choices. Chris is trying to push it forward. They meet the hotel corridor, and when they see more stairs that lead down, Ashley panics. Once they go down, they can find a room with a henna prank video projector on the wall. They will find pictures of the 8 friends, and the one that she disliked the most will have crossed eyes. They finally find the Psycho, and Chris gets put to sleep, and Ashley is punched in the face. I'm not saying she deserves it. They wake up both tied down in a creepy and unholy underground hall under 2 saw blades. The Psycho greets them again. He informs them that Chris must make another deadly choice tonight. He can either shoot Ashley and he will come out alive, or he can shoot himself and she will survive. I love Ashley's reactions when you aim at her.
Oh my god, no! No, no, Chris!
If you don't do anything, the blades will kill both of them. It is one of the most intense moments in a game, and what a treat. Going back to Sam, she hid in events like a professional imposter. She exits them very much WWE way and still in her towel tries to find anything. She can see mechanism plans, recorded lines, Josh's mobile, and everything becomes clear. In a side room, she meets Mike, who escaped the sanatorium through an underground passage. She opens the door and they both continue to the grand reveal.
No! No, no, no! Get away!
Oh, Chris. Oh, Chris.
What the fuck?
You've heard of blanks before. I mean, really?
Josh is my favorite character. In the meantime, Emily is having the worst Friday ever. She ballet dancers her way out of a lethal fall, she sacrifices her $600 belt to create a torch, and she navigates through the creepy mines in order to try to get out. She reaches a main area but is unable to work the elevator. Upon climbing a ladder, she falls down and into a skeleton pit. She finds a clearing with Hannah's glasses, a miner hat, Hannah's pendant, and the date of the prank carved in a stone wall. She later finds Beth's dead body in a makeshift grave. She is unable to see where Hannah is. After putting power on, she sees the stranger and must escape him. She falls down and then runs back up to the elevator. Once she's there, she escapes the mines, but remember not to enter the meat grinder. She may be bit by the Wendigo, the monster of the mountain, or stay untouched, and flee via a T-bar on a cable car line. She makes it for the lodge, where all the friends are back after they drop Josh off in a freezing shed, probably for him to die. She can't speak clearly, and suddenly the group hears a banging on the door. The stranger comes in and says that there is a curse here. Anyone who resorts to cannibalism will be possessed by the spirit of the Wendigo. There were multiple Wendigos out there on the mountain because a couple decades prior there was a cave-in the mines and half of the miners made it out alive due to eating the ones that died. They were taken to the sanatorium but killed all staff and escaped. The stranger took on a duty of protecting the area and has been doing it for a long time. The group says that Josh is out there, tied in a shed. The guy tells them that he's dead. Chris protests and wants to rescue Josh. Chris and a stranger head to the shed to rescue Josh, but it becomes a very demanding task. Josh is nowhere to be found. Chris panics. The stranger can sense a monster nearby. Chris wants to run and search for his friend. Jack says that first the Wendigo will render you immobile, then strip your skin off, and then feast on your organs one at a time, keeping you alive. Wendigos are intelligent. They can also mimic human sounds. Once they leave, the Wendigo kills the stranger and Chris must make his way back to the lodge. After a couple QTEs and some shooting and button play, Chris can be led inside the lodge by Ashley. This is the part where it gets interesting because if Chris previously chose to shoot Ashley, she will not let him in and watch him die and see his head tumble on the porch while walking away, or she can let him in if Chris didn't choose to shoot her. Another gem is coming to us when they all get down to the basement. At some point, Ashley notices a bite on Emily's shoulder if she got bit and completely freaks out. When I first saw this scene, I almost shitted my pants out of shock.
What is... Huh? What is that? Ash. Oh my god, oh my god,
It's
oh my
nothing.
god.
It just bit me and...
Bit you? What bit you?
The Wendigo.
What?
It's nothing, really. It's not a big deal.
You okay?
Shit.
It doesn't hurt anymore, really. It's not that bad.
Em, if that thing bit you...
I know what you're thinking, and I'm fine.
Are you?
Yes.
Emily, at least let us check it out.
Emily, if the Wendigo bit you, you could turn into one of those things.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
He said it was from eating each other. Remember, he said that.
Is that how it worked?
Yes, it happens. If it bit you, you're gonna turn into one, and then you're gonna turn on us. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god!
You can't be down here with us.
What?
Mike!
You gotta go.
Are you kidding me?
You're putting us all in danger.
Like hell I am!
Emily, you can't stay here.
Mike, just cool your head, okay? We don't know if it works like that. Maybe it's just a bite.
What is this? Guys, what are you doing?
Door's right here. I am letting you do this voluntarily.
Oh no, you're just making yourself feel better about sending me to my death since you know there's a Wendigo out there ready to rip me to pieces like it did with...
Okay, oh my god, will you just go? Go, get out of here!
Whoa, okay.
Whoa, Mike, calm down.
You're gonna shoot me? Like me?
This is the safe room, Em.
Please.
It is not safe as long as you're in it. Not for us.
Don't do this!
I'm really sorry.
How could you do this?
You did the right thing.
Mike leaves for the sanatorium to find keys to the cable car to get out. The group inspects the stranger's notebook, and in it, Ashley finds that if a Wendigo bites you, nothing happens. She can withhold the information or share it to the group. If Emily is alive, she will do this.
It says that the bites, if it bites you, it's not infectious. It doesn't do anything.
Let me see
I'm
that.
sorry, what did you say?
It says she'll be okay.
It says what?
You're gonna be fine.
Fine, Mike almost shot me, is that
He
fine?
didn't shoot you.
And this bitch almost let him.
Hey, that's not fair. She was scared.
I'm the one who's scared.
I'm sorry, Emily. I didn't know what was going to happen. None of us know.
There's no excuse for
Emily,
this.
please, just try to understand.
Understand the palm of my hand, bitch.
They learn that the Wendigo must not be killed. They decide to go after Mike and save everyone. They go down the tunnel and into the sewer, and this is when one of the coolest scenes ever happen.
Hey, we should close this, right?
Huh?
I mean, what if something's following us?
Yes, fine, close it. But we gotta keep moving. Can you just catch up, please?
Yeah.
Who's there? Anybody? Jessica! Is it you? This is fucking crazy. Jessica. Ugh! Jessica, is that you? Oh God. Oh no, no, no. No.
Ashley may inspect the voice and has not one but two chances of leaving alive. But if she opens the lock, it doesn't matter if she opens the door, the Wendigo will kill her. The group splits and Sam goes on to find Mike. Mike is traversing through the sanatorium ladder part. He meets a lot of Wendigos and finds an old doctor with a note of what happened. He escapes the place and is rescued by Sam. They go down the deep part of the mines and find Josh going insane in a Wendigo's lair. Trying to rescue Josh, he is yet again taken by the Wendigo, which we can learn from a diary by the lake that is Hannah. Pretty rough revenge, but she wants her family to be together, how cute. Here, if Jessica did not die, we can find her in a mine still. She gets up and, if Matt is still alive, meets him. If we make the right choice, which is to hide and do the button thing, then break out, Matt and Jess, or either of them, is alive. Sam returns to the lodge and Mike is shortly after her. They enter the cabin and head downstairs, only to find the rest of the group trying to escape multiple Wendigos. Once everyone gets in the main hall, the showdown begins. We can kill a lot of people here. Generally, being quiet and safe pays off. If we break the bulb glass and escape at the right time, flipping the switch, this will happen.
We have visual. The main structure is completely destroyed. Over. I'm seeing something. It looks like there are survivors. Let's pick them up.
The whole place comes down to ashes. We can see a helicopter approaching the survivors. We may save all of them, some of them, or none of them. The only person that dies or turns into a Wendigo is Josh. We may see it in a final cutscene. I think that they will remember this weekend for a long time. The Until Dawn remake from the fall of 2024 offers a broader experience of the Unholy Friday night. Some areas are new, like the parking lot by the base of the cable car. The new over-the-shoulder camera is introduced. The models are refreshed, not counting the weird-looking character models in the prologue, because the team had to create those scenes from scratch, hence this different look. The colors are darker and more fall, more violet and warmer blue, more visually appealing. But unfortunately, missing out on the atmosphere of the dark color's deepness, and the light moves in a different way. You can't really feel the cinematic vibe here. Yes, I do prefer the 2015 version, as it is just a better experience. The remake allows one very interesting thing. We can finally save Josh. If we collect Hannah's diary, he no longer becomes a Wendigo, but makes it alive. This is very important as for the sequel. We also get a bonus scene with Sam. It's on par with the new interview is putting a very clear direction. Please look at what I mean.
I'm up! I'm up!
Sam. But it's a game that has driven you to one of your own deepest fears, Joshua. Isolation. It's terrible. Isolation. And I hope for your sake, Joshua, that you can find redemption.
The voice that calls her Sam, she obviously is linked to this place. You know, this scar shows up on her arm out of nowhere. You don't just find something like that on your arm and not go looking for the answer.
I like the remake, but it did not do what a remake should. Until Dawn is a game that is very hard to remake. This game simply does not need a remake. Until Dawn is a fantastic experience. I first learned that this game exists in 2016, probably July or August, roughly 1 year after its release on August 25th, 2015. By the way, we are nearing the 10-year anniversary soon. I can remember watching PewDiePie's playthrough of the game after completing watching Heavy Rain and Beyond Two Souls. Why does it remind me of Control? I really like the game pacing, I love the music, and I didn't like Josh until the part where he meets his crazy imaginations in the mines. I could really relate to him as a person who often was taken shot at in school and being told that I'm crazy more times than I can remember is such a big way of connecting to the character. After all, Josh is just a chill, creative, and loving guy. I guess I'm related to him. I really can relate to him 10 years ago today. It really is something special. The game is so well written that I could never let go of this amazing story. In the beginning, I really hated Emily since she's such a bitch, but then I switched to disliking Jessica, provided she's a little superficial of a character, but even this changed when I recently felt like Ashley is just a killer basically. My top 3 characters are Josh, Sam, and Jessica. I know, they're very similar. An unstable guy, a calm and kind vegan, and a prom queen. I can relate to all of them. I like Josh for being such a complex, chill, and fun dude. Sam speaks to me because of the way she handles herself. She's intelligent, reasonable, and has a really cool voice. I like her good vibes and the fact that she is the only sane person in the game. Jessica is the most twisted for me when it comes to being connected to a character. She's irreverent, hot mouth, super sexy, but also honest, insecure, and ranchy. She has so many layers, and I kind of feel like she really fits Matt for a relationship. I like how open and welcoming she can be. This is the type of person that I would like to have fun with, prank people with, and I feel like I could tell her whatever I want because she really is a person that has very deep emotions. The setting is amazing. I love winter, and so a trip like that would be a dream for me. I remember ever since 2016, I wanted to plan a trip to Leavenworth, Washington. It looks so amazing, and I have never seen anything like it in my life. I know it's super over-popularized, but I still want to feel the magic of the place. A week to 10 days would do. I love snowboarding, OMG. The sounds of snow crouching, the wind, and the snowflakes everywhere around is truly an unforgettable experience. I am in love with the totems. I am planning on getting the Eagle Fortune totem because it's so divine. The views, the story, the vibe is just so amazing. I love how they used all the classic horror elements and blended it together to create this masterpiece. There is so much to the story. After Until Dawn was released, a game called Impatient was released in the same universe, and it shows what was happening in a sanatorium before the events of the main game. What lies, inhumane experiments, and tragedies took place there is just sad. There was also a spin-off Until Dawn Rush of Blood, a game where you shoot things in a cart and you get a Josh as Wendigo ending. I like how the game value system works. You can get updates of relationships with all the characters and what values our character currently presents, like romantic or courageous. There are many collectibles in a game, one of them being the totems and also the 1952 clues, twin clues, and mystery man clues. Obtaining all of them will get you the story of the mountain as spoken of by the stranger. The totems may foretell a possible future. There are 6 types of totems: fortune, guidance, danger, loss, and death. All of them show a possible outcome that may soon happen. In the remake, there are also hunger totems which show Hannah's stages of transformation and what she could see. I think it lets too much away. My favorite totems are obviously fortune totems, but it's like 20%, so most occasionally I find danger guidance or death totems. We can save ourselves from a sad death, a loss of a friend, or something that might come unexpected by rewatching the scenes shown in the totems. I love the fact that if we press R1, a character custom screen is shown with the amazing sound. Throughout the game, there are many clues and foreshadowing to what is in store for us. I love how the game goes from super chill to extremely deadly. The actors are amazing. I especially loved Hayden Panettiere, who plays Sam, because she did so well. There is so much outside of the game, like Josh going to a hospital after his sister's disappearance, Sam helping Josh and spending a lot of time with him. That's why he liked her so much. Peter Stormare, Dr. Hill's actor, posted a hint in fall 2024 at Until Dawn's sequel. Hayden was taken to shoot some scenes before the release of the remake, and I know that a cool little studio is cooking a horror game based on narrative part that is a part of an existing IP. We're getting Until Dawn sequel, baby, and I don't mean the movie. Sometimes I play Until Dawn ambience on YouTube just to chill and traverse through this game on my own world. I wrote a story on Wattpad a couple years prior about Until Dawn 2, and it was basically one new character that knows how the spirit works and trying to save Josh, and Sam also comes back. The legend says that a Wendigo is created when there is a violation of nature. The snobbish businessman that operated the mine and made the workers work in a collapsible area awoke the spirit and the mountain fought them, and won. There were tribes living out on the mountain, but the industry, the resort, and later the Washingtons made them go away, and so the mountain was cursed. An eye for an eye. I personally wonder how Josh made it out alive, because he visited the mountain lodge for months before the infamous night, and yet the Wendigo did not kill him. He was going down the old hotel and around the place. Can you imagine how crazy his parents are to let him go there and spend like $100,000 on it? I wonder why Chris did not really talk to him that much. I think that Josh escaped the mine and will try to bring Hannah back, or at least get rid of the problem. I know that Sam will be going there no matter what happens. She is brought there by some supernatural. The game has a slow pacing and is quite calm most of the time, since you can't even run. You go with the story. You don't need to run crazy or combat like Silent Hill or Resident Evil or even Amnesia. There is a realism here, and it really works well because you don't need to get transported into a different universe just to play this game. You can relate to everything that is happening in this game. You can feel that you're on a weekend. You would not believe how many times I've searched for a lodge like this one. That one is ginormous. It's so big it could fill like 30 people. I hope that this venue will make a comeback in a sequel, and I do wonder what the name will be. Until Dawn 2? I don't think so. I think they will go with a code name like Until Dawn, Eclipse, or New Dawn. Imagine Sam and Josh having two campaigns and joining forces at like 70% of the game. They could meet their individual stories and then unite. They probably would not just operate together all the time, and there would probably be more characters. I think there could be a Native American character to get information on what to do. Sam and Josh are both very sold and they make great protagonists. I think we would explore new places in the area as well as the places we know. Why did Sam hear Dr. Hill's calling voice when she woke up? What was that scar? Is it even happening or was it a dream? Sam is shown to live in LA, and we know from the game Collectibles in a basement that Josh was treated in LA facilities more than once. Could there be a connection? What will happen? I think that this game is amazing, and I am not sure if I can think of anything that can beat this game. I am so curious about what you think of the game. Are you waiting for Until Dawn 2, or do you think there should not be a sequel? I love this game, and it's just one of those things that are legendary in one time. This is definitely my top 3, not sure which place. I really think we're getting a comeback, and I think we will know a lot more in the coming months. I hope you like this video, and I am so happy to be here with you. Remember to live your life and
Party like we're fucking porn stars.